welcome to Nevermind The Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind The Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians, and happy hump day. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Wham. All right, folks, please remember that Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by the good folks over at indecd.org. That's right. indecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and brightest authors, artists, creatives, as well as your new home away from home in a world where the mad billionaires who are running the major social media networks can have you booted by the algorithm for simply looking or saying or doing anything wrong at any point. Joe Bachman over there at Independent Creator Directory has made a safe place, a simple place where you can come in, pay a one-time fee, and know that your presence online is assured. The Independent Creator Directory. I'm not just a promoter, I'm a member. Now, we're of course also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, the Simple Spear, and the Big Stumpy Robot Score rulebook and games up to and including the companion app available through Joe Bachman Technologies. Now, we've got that out of the way, and I'm sorry if I'm a little offset sync right now. I was in the middle of putting some words down on a project that I want done in the next month, so things are going to be very busy on my end. That being, I'm trying to wrap up the final story in the rough draft of Through the Thinning Veil Volume 1, which is a conglomeration of fiction, fictionalized accounts of some of my misadventures, and just straight-up accounts of my misadventures. I like to keep the reality a little wobbly for all you folks who need that in your lives. Be a short volume? That's okay. I will have that done hopefully by the end of the month. I also have a couple games barreling towards their completion as we go through the wheel of procrastination. Turn. Where's something with money that I can earn? But outside of that, I have been, actually knocking that out. That's something I did a little bit on Tuesday and a bit right before this program started. Oh, I'll put a huge shout out again to Carl Witzman, who offered transport, even though he would have had to go an hour out of his way to come get us to get Xander and me somewhere cooler when my power went out. And while it was not necessary, the thought is very heartwarming. It's good for me to realize there are other good people out there. So I will definitely be running his ads or ads for his lovely wife, Donna Carlene, because husbands don't make choices individually. They're part of a team. This is how you stay married for long periods of time. I know a little bit about this. Now, otherwise, accountability. As you can see, power is restored. Projects are coming along. I had to make a visit to the eye doctor. So I will have new glasses coming. And yes, some of them may be of the bifocal. There will also be a pair that are truly odd, solely for my computer and internet use. So there may be some shifts in the general over appearance of yours truly. I may be running out of toner, but I still try to have some presence here. We have coming up on the plate. Oh my gosh, friends, I am a little swamped. Tomorrow night is the monthly RPG night for the teens over at for the kids over at Benton County Public Library, which will be open in its current format until they beat the mid-boss that they are barreling to in a couple sessions, at which point I will be doing a format change and making it an age. I have to reassign it so that I'm only dealing with the teens, because having people come in and not be signed up has left it a little too irregular. It's a lot of strain on me. So I will be reorganizing how I do several programs for the library. Now we're also barreling towards Friday's Historical Fencing Guild opening for the Gary Shakespeare Company, which ironically, it is the tempest this year, and I am watching the weather reports closely because it's looking like it's going to be 93 degrees and 40% chance to 60% chance of thunderstorms. So I'm rolling the dice and watching that one carefully. I have to be fully prepared for both sets of outcomes. However, I will be in as good as costume as I can manage and still say safe. Trelena will be in costume. Joe Bachman will be in probably high-vis safety, and we may have a Richie Asplin who may be in whatever he can manage, and that's fine. We are an organization that's very informal, and I am trying to keep things interesting. Speaking of that organization, anyone who's on Patreon may want to pay attention, because Patreon has mentioned that they now have the ability to host videos. So I am seriously thinking of setting up videos for my other station, which counts into my accountability because I have books I need to write. My best-selling books by far, I mean, there's not even a scratch to it, is the Simple Sword line of books and games. Well, Melee technically could be considered overlap, but those books sell the most. That's my niche where I do the best. So I need to knock out these partially done fiction projects because I want to knock them out. They can do real well, but I also understand that I know when I switch over and I'm doing go back to that nonfiction, which it can be a bit of a grind. Nonfiction can be challenging, especially when it's educating very physical things. I take it into words with limited imagery. It's challenging. It's hard to teach people to sword fight without being able to, physically manipulate some people who, the verbal communication doesn't work. So you have to really uh, break it down and distill everything, and that's very challenging. So that's something I'll be working on in the future. But we also have coming up, and I'd love to have the new book done so they'll be available for LibraryCon September 9th. Labor Day weekend is going to be a huge deal around here because I'll be having guests, and that's also the Earl Park Bluegrass Festival, the Earl Park Fall Festival. Oh. Which means all manner of strange shenanigans. And around near that time, I will also be turning 43. Interesting, I read an article that claims that men don't reach emotional maturity till 43. And I guess it happens mid 30s for women, allegedly. I say allegedly not because of that, but because I don't see myself turning 43 and suddenly becoming this rigid, serious, respectable gentleman. I mean, come on. I am the madman with the plan, here to keep you guys entertained, educated, and elevated, at least in blood pressure. So I have to keep my world where it is, but it's interesting. And I'm not big on my birthday, so we'll see how that works. But it means the lead up to fall is going to be very, very busy for me. And I still have a lot of things I need to get done before the snow hits. So this is where I live in reality. And I can see signs of neglected projects everywhere. And I have lists of videos I need to film. So I have a lot on my plate. Also, I have to finish up the art commission for Taylor Furlow. So my accountability has been I've been writing and I've been working, and I hate the word count thing because I type so slowly. It's painful. Well, sometimes literally, but slow progress laps the guy on the couch. Moving ahead laps the guy on the couch. That's what it's all about, is doing a little bit more than the version of you that doesn't want to try, that wants to sit there and say, well, yeah, I don't need to do anything, or I want to be something. Oh, I do need to apologize. You're seeing a lot of yawns out of me. I had a very unpleasant nightmare, as I'm rather prone to. And it involved something happening to Amanda. And I woke up as she was leaving the bedroom. Not even leaving the house, just leaving the bedroom. And much earlier than I normally wake up because I had a late evening. It was strange because you ever have a nightmare where you're telling yourself this must be a dream, yeah, it must be a dream, and you wake up and the reality feels just close enough you freak out. It was one of those. So I did not sleep well. I had some between that and some mechanical issues with my breathing machine. Everybody's favorite Unky Nick needs a nap. So we're going to make do, and we're going to get through this. There's also weather changes. On the fun side, for people who are curious, I now have a wind speed sensor out front of my house. It is not in the best attachment, but it's in a good enough attachment to get a large amount of the wind, preferably from the primary directions. We were only clocking in around 11 miles an hour. So, that as at peak and 5 consistent, that's not bad. We've been very stalled out lately. I'll look to see if we've broken the peak after the show. But I'm excited because I live in a very windy area. Now, to the people who are commenting very concernedly about my lazy eye acting up during broadcasts. Yes, my lazy eye does act up during broadcasts. As I said, I went to the eye doctor, and he is of the belief that a different type of prescription may straighten it out. So I don't look quite so cross-eyed when I'm talking to you. Thank you to the folks who voiced their concern about that. Beyond that, folks, just can I just put out a reminder before we get into the comments to be good to each other? Seriously, uh, especially husbands and wives, be nice to each other. You're not going to have anybody on your team quite like your spouse, and it's a beautiful thing and it's a glorious thing, and I see it go wrong sometimes. But with all that, I need to run an ad, and I need to get to the most important part, being your chat. And I'm going to see if I can't do something about waking up. Lord, I miss caffeine.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with Behind the Code, Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory pages. On this show, you'll be able to watch me go through and update the Independent Creator Directory website with new features or new members depending on what we have going on that week. Again, that's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory page. Joe Bachman again with The Burning is Love on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, also on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch pages. To find out more about the Independent Creator Directory, visit indiecd.org to find other great authors, artists, game designers, and live streamers. On this stream, you'll get to watch me go through and do various word burning projects that I put on theburningislove.com. I look forward to seeing you guys there and hope you have a great day.
No. No. No, 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 no. You're not supposed to. No, wait, no. Come on. You can't be in here. Go. Fine. Just stay down. Stay down there. Well, you see, guys. Hi, pardon me. Yes, you're good. I was taking care of some little business and basically moving around trying to stay awake because I got comfy for a second in here. And danged if we didn't have a visitor. No. But you see, last night I went out and there was a very, very spooky moon. It was very pretty. And I saw one of the cats and I saw motion. I pulled the cat out of the way. And, because they were going towards the corn. It's like, guys, Well, anyhow, little dude jumped out, thudded into the road, got concussed. So now I have a corn shark. Hey, down. Good. Nice corn shark. Anyway, the problem is he's so young that the cats will beat up on him until he reaches full size. So no biting. Go down. Okay, there we go. Anyhow, had to deal with the corn sharks. Now, I am not a licensed corn shark rehabilitator, so what I'm going to do is just get this guy calmed down, and then after the show, we'll try to release him and move back because I don't think the Earl Park Council will let me rehabilitate corn sharks. It would be nice if they did, but I think you have to go down to the dog park, which is not a dog park, and go on that boat, which is on a lake that isn't a lake. I mean, there's no water in it. Just to file the forms, and then they all stand around in their robes and they sway. And man, every year I get a little antsy about that whole Wicker Man situation that they open up the town festival with. But anyway, all digressions aside, I guess that little dude can stay in here. I got a potted plant he can kind of dive around in over there. Hopefully, be fine. Maybe I'll have to. Maybe I'll do a raised bed of corn. It's late in the season, but maybe I can get him to just sort of chill there till he's settled. Anyway, before we go any further into that distraction, let's see what's going on in the lovely world of my chat. First through the door at 9:42 is I'm here. Let's get chatting. All right, Donna, what is on your mind, darling? I'd love to get chatting with Donna Carlene, an amazing author and just an inspirational lady. Good morning. Good morning, Carl. Thank you again for all the help. It's great. I don't want to get people too excited, but I did some writing, just a little. Excellent. Excellent. Any little bit counts as some. I cut it, Callie. It counts. That counts. Greetings, programs. Greetings, admin. Now, how you doing, Rich? Hey, Rich. We may have to babysit my brother's cats, so we will probably not make it to New Chicago on Friday night for Shakespeare show. Who knows? If you make it, awesome. If you don't, also awesome. We understand because it is going to be 93 degrees and the potential thunderstorms. Rich, when's the next fencing demo? Late August? I believe we're supposed to do it again for the final show of the season in late August. I just have to check all the scheduling. And I'll do that with Joe Bachman, who is the master of all such things. Richie says, I have a Post-it somewhere. I have 3 paths of individual notes around it on my desk. I have Post-it notes that I found out that some have actually fallen off. So I have to check around my wall of knowledge. But we're getting there. No, Rich, Nick, we'll mention it again. August 13th, says Joe Bachman, if I remember correctly, is the next date for the Tempest and possible HFG show. Just popping by movement. Got a small break in paving. Well, Joe, thank you for popping by. Hey, Joe, be safe out there, folks. You too. On creator's note again, since Michaela's incident with the new phone, without an ear jack, I'm split on getting a new phone. Okay, last I heard, that's only iPhones because most of the Android phones have ear jacks, and frankly, I am devoutly anti anything. Thanks, Joe. Yes, there's a heat advisory all over the place. Yeah, we hit 111 yesterday in the sun, mind you, but that's significant. That was quite warm. Morning, Dawn. How are you doing? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Now, folks, if you don't know Dawn, she helps out promoting Michaela Jade, and she's also the owner and creator of a wonderful group about Buddy and Georgette, her cats, and the mischievous mayhem they get into when nobody's around. Put the link to that, hon. I can't promote it without the link, and I don't have the link handy. Okay. Carl, Ted has 2 phones for that exact reason. Hi, Carl and Don and Rich. And Joy Be Good. Don was the one who pointed out that they could use a tablet too. We also have the $50 Bluetooth Square device, so we could use that. Wonderful. Yay, today is payday. Oh, that's always a great day. Yay. Nice, Donna. I got the BT Square thing to accept chip cards, but it could help with others too. Wonderful. iPhone user. I think modern Androids are still including the 3.5 millimeter jack. Rich, the Google folks imitating Apple. It said, "Oh, if it's that Google phone, yeah, never imitate Apple." Ted's off today. I have errands for. I think I'm gonna hide during NTF so we can't leave. Oh, I applaud your villainy. And Carl's laughing, and we have another comment dump. So give me a moment. Let's see. Wow, we have this is a big comment dump. Give me a second. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get back to where I was. There we are. That is, wired earphones are important for these days when you run out of battery on your Bluetooth. Me, 10 years ago, yay, I have a wireless mouse. Me today, I'm so glad this wired mouse. I hate looking for batteries. Oh, guys, this is my mouse, and I love it. I got it for, I want to say like $20 on Amazon. Get yourself a vertical mouse. It is totally worth it. It's much nicer on your wrists. You know, the funny thing about all the discussions I hear are from folks listening to music, which I can never do on the phone. I only care about taking credit at cons. I totally respect that. Dawn, I am Donna's battery daddy. Oh, Lord in heaven, not the green room, not the green room, not the green room. You know what? If I'm going there, you guys will in the chat. So just remember, this is not the green room. And I should not have done that. Wink. You bet, Showwitzman, dude. Folks, get your AA's and AAA batteries 48 at a time on Woot or at Harbor Freight. That's what I prefer to do. Good morning, ladies and germs. Well, I'm definitely in the germ category. How you doing, Grant? Apparently, they make a U3.5 to USB dangle that looks USB-C. Looks to be $5 to $9, depending on where you go. Cool. And no, I didn't. No, I know what Woot is. Grant. Grant. Hi, Grant. My, what are you up to? I thought that too. If I get a new phone, I'll have to pick up a couple of those. I will. Can't wait to pick up my new glasses. Hey, Carl, Donna, Ang, and Dawn. Good to you, Dawn. Dropping my like and lurking. Alec, you can lurk anytime. You know that. And shoot me an email if you need anything. You know that, too. Goo, 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 ga, 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 ga. This is what I say to you. Hi, Alec. Hey, Alec. Made Nick sing. Yes, he did. Made me sing. Hand pink waving. Okay. Look out. It's got a sting. It's got a sting. It's got a sting. Is it a desert rose? LA? Anyway. Hi, Alec. Don't forget to like and share. I know you're subscribed, right? So, yeah, guys, please hit the like button. We need that. I had a second Eggs Benedict. Not sure how to pluralize that. With a crab cake on it because we had an extra one. That sounds good. Dang, that's good. Happy holidays. Anyway, snaps fingers to the music, confuses Calvin. It's Nick. Nick, back in the studio. Yeah, back in where we belong. I've been even doing some low-level bricklaying. There may be surprises going to. Sounds good, Nick. Sounds good, Grat. I had a stupid Pop-Tart. Humph. I meant to make oatmeal, and I didn't, so all I have breakfast-wise is some of Bob's Red whatever granola I'm munching was trying to down a beverage. He used to love the s'more Pop-Tarts. Those are amazing. Okay, I had my nuts and a banana. Remember, Alec is with us today. Lamau. Lamau. Hashtag not the freaking green room. I'm good people. Oh, what have I done? You are good people. Deal with it, Carl. Okay, well, back down. Bifocals are down. Are good. Don't let them talk you into those progressive lenses. Hate mine. Well, I will be getting bifocals. And it's funny because I'm getting also a couple pairs of these are driving glasses, these are reading glasses, leave it alone. Because they're like, so do you want bifocals or progressives? I've never had either. Okay. And they left it that. I have no idea. Is there some way I can try something on or get some information? No. No information. Unfortunately, I was the last eye doctor visit of the day, and I suspect my eye doctor was getting a little low blood sugar, which is fine. Everybody told me it'd take a long time to adjust to both bifocals, and it did not. And Don says, I have progressives. And didn't have issues, but I was told by a tech a lot of people have issues. Alex says, yeah, the younger ones are fun, but we tend to get off a track with them a bit. I mean, we get off track by ourselves just fine. Well, that's true, Alec, but I think it was a little easier to hold it together for everybody. I'm going to use more visual aids, even though I prefer theater of the mind. I realize that many of your cohorts haven't developed their imaginations as such to do what I do. So I need to build it, give you guys stepping stones. I am working on that. My glasses are good for reading and good for driving, but absolute carp for computer use. I understand. Referring to D&D/RPG. Oh, I understood that too. I'm on the ball. I'm paying attention today. You're fine. Messed me up that it's not D&D. D&D is a brand name that's become genericized. I know there's a word for it, but I should be down there in modern garb because I only own modern garb. Now, see, if that's something you had a problem, we could talk about. Rich, how about a toga sheet? I kid. I don't want to see Rich doing German longsword in a toga. The toga sheet would be a mini skirt on 6'4" Rich. I just turned 43. Cool. I don't think men ever mature, not the good ones. Emotional maturing can just mean the point where, oh, look, there's Donna. I'm walking the other Oh, drama. Oh, God. I'm sorry, I'm working with the blur from not having the proper glasses. I theoretically could park the readers I bought on the end of my nose, but I forgot them in my car. My accountability, because I haven't been here for a while, working on a ton of stuff to get it all done by tomorrow for my event I'm doing. After the event, I'm sleeping. I'm done, guys. Okay, hey, I understand. And then /J, which is just kidding, I assume. Joking. I was going to say the same thing about women, Donna. I don't pay attention to word count. I use the male words needed for the story. I pay attention to page count because it has to be over 14 pages for publication. Beyond that, I don't care. And I like to rock around in 14-point font because it's a little easier on the eyes. It's not true large print, but it's a courtesy I try to do. 7 watching, only 5 likes. Get to it, YouTube. I know where you are. Thank you, Donna. I like writing super short stories. She jumped, but it was already too late. Nice. You got another like out of them, Donna. Okay, Donna. Done. Thank you. Alec, wise people know what Aunt Donna to do what Aunt Donna tells them to do. And thanks, Don. Oh, quack. I have to be nice to the Witsman dude? No, you have to be kind to the Witsman dude. Whole different things. Husbands and wives need to be nice to each other. We're out of, well, nice is relative. At least we're entertaining Alec. Oh, you're entertaining us too. And I'm way past the bottom of the hour, so let me run an ad. Let me see. Carl Witzman. Carl Witzman is an incredible author. He does amazing work, and frankly, the Mad Gasser, uh, just in general, scares the living crud out of me. Speaking of people who can scare the crud out of me, back to the comments. Don Bell says, being nice to Ted now, does that count? Sure, Don. Of course, Don. Nick went poof. Yeah, that happens. Just a note of warning, when you move your garbage can, check the former location for a pile of Kleenex litter. Stuart? Was that Stuart? Arguing with the cat? Sounds familiar. Dusty? Who? Show the cat! What the heck? A corn shark! He jumped the shark. Yeah, well, the shark jumped me, actually. Not the green room, not the green room, not the green room. I keep forgetting I kind of a big foot. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep pressing against my leg. Somehow Earl Park has a Wickerman location. Does not surprise me. Ouch. Ouch. Everyone's feeling Alex's pain. No self-mutilation until graduation, Alec. Ouch, Alec. There's always pain, literally and figuratively. Only a year or so till I graduate, Rich. Lamau. But yes, agreed. But Rich, chicks dig scars. Do a finger count, Dawn. Yeah, I lost part of my finger during the Grenada invasion. Is that hot? Morning, everyone. Good morning, Blue Teddy. How are you? My experience with chicks is they also prefer not to have to open your ketchup bottles. Blue hands. I guess. I mean, mine are all scarred over. Carl. Hi, Blur Teddy. Blur Teddy is when Blue Teddy comes running in to drop a light. Gotta go. Bye. That was Blur Teddy. Like to see Blue Teddy do more narration, though. Carl, that's hilarious, and I'm cackling. Glad to hear it. Hey, Ted. Blue. Hi, Don. Hi, Grant. Newer Android phones do not have a headphone jack anymore. However, there's... Jeez. Oh, I hate when they lose simple functionality. That is so useful. It makes my head hurt. And also, hi, Joe. We got greetings for Joe. Greetings for Donna. Good morning at all. Got greetings. 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 reading. Oh, wait. Let's see. I still have Bluetooth card reader for Go payment. The lack of support for the headphone jack caused a major problem. I can understand that. So you went over there, battery daddy, but having the shark go down? Who's your battery? Oh, clear. Sorry, that joke killed me. Aha! If it's not eggs Benedict, it is now. Eggs Benedict. Cough. Hi, I'm still here. Oh, man, you're fine, and nothing went too bad. You're okay. I'm my own battery mama since Ted can never find them. I hide my batteries from him. Oh, Lord, it's not the green room, not the green room. You guys are terrible. Lamau. Hi, friends. Hi, Kelly. Now, let's see. It did not upload. Kelly has a new book for the atomics. Give me a second. We have ways of making this work, perhaps. Maybe. There we go. Kelly has a new book, and it download. Where we go? Here we go. Let me do this because it. Right now, StreamYard isn't letting me upload things. What is that? Did it go twice? Probably went twice. That's fine. Close that because I don't know why that's. But we'll do this. We'll say share screen. It will not let me upload to there we go. It won't let me upload into it. I had some intense computer issues on my end I had to deal with. But coming out from Atomic Press is Atomic Stories #1, presented by Kelly Austin with a whole bunch of really good people doing shorts of 8 pulse-pounding pulp stories. Whoo, I said that right. Plus, the Rembrandt Stratagem is coming out in October, and I got my early copy, and it is a really, really great-looking book. So I'm excited for that. I wanted to promote that. It just took me a while. And to the folks who've been giving me videos, I appreciate it. I may have to delete some of the videos that are already on my Nevermind The Furthermore, so that branding, so that I can put new ones up. That's why I ask you guys. That secret folder I give is so that I can pull things, delete things, because I can't. Once I upload into this, I can't download back out of it. It's just part of dealing with the system. And I do hope the folks who have access to those commercials are using them. But I know better than to try to upload during a broadcast. Let's see. Morning, Kelly. It's Kelly, and we've got greetings because she's been busy. And afternoon, Bonser, I did see your new trailer. I'm having the same problem with Kelly as I have had with you, but it's a larger file, so we will try to get that run hook or crook some way in the very near future. Other than that, tell folks how you're doing and throw your links in. I'm far behind schedule. So much multitasking, I'll bust through to 20. So much multitasking, I'll bust through to 2025. I know that feeling. Hi, Bonser. Morning, Bonser. You're doing great work, buddy. Love it. Greetings. I9. You meant busy, not bust. Well, these things happen. Am I familiar? Yes, I am absolutely familiar with Iron Lily's work on Twitter. And she, I assume, is also on Facebook. I quite like. She does historical based Lady Knights and other characters, including some great posing for rapier guards, but it's almost burlesque, so I have to be careful how I show it. I love Iron Lily's art style. Thank you for mentioning it. Don says, my fingers have been making all sorts of mistakes today. It happens. Did you get the ad for Without Warning? BKM lost it somehow. Yes, I got it, and I was trying to upload that to run too, because I knew that wasn't a terribly large file size, but that too was being problematic. So I'm going to have to, when I realized it wasn't letting me upload images to be overlays, I know I'm going to have to do some maintenance. I've just been fighting the good fight. I had to uninstall Google Docs, reinstall it, and apparently cut and paste our extensions. It's been a song and dance. So I had actually planned to run that as an ad for BKM. That might be a Monday thing. Oh, that's a cute cheerleader book. Keyboard is fuzzy. No coffee yet. Eyes blurry. Got to get that coffee on. More coffee. Coffee needs Kelly's stat. I think I need caffeine. I just don't want to feel like my fingers are on fire. I just need 5 pots to get me going and a busload of bathroom visits. Well, you are not alone. And Bonser's greeting everyone. No, I got so depressed when I realized my new phone didn't have a headphone jack. I can only imagine. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, Blue Tele. Big issue for Square users. Hey, crew. I'm seeking a few artists for 7x10 interior art for my 2024 anthology. $50 per page artwork. If you know anyone who might be interested, contact me on Facebook Messenger. Shoot me the details, because not only may I know people who might be interested, I might be interested in all actuality. That's a good page rate. Factor in the cost of Bluetooth credit card reader to your new phone budget. Thank you. Hey, Bonzer. Hello, Donna. Are you following our comic Kickstarter, Journey to Elysium? There is a wonderful Kickstarter where I got to watch the trailer that it just will not download, and I know from experience that if I try to run a movie while doing this, we will have problems. So please go to his Kickstarter, kickstarter.com/project/sponsorvocal, your Journey to Elysium. JOUR turns to your in my mind. Sorry about that. Accountability. Finally got new comics in. Been reading. Planning on animation in Daz Studio on Saturday show to create a trailer. Still waiting on suggestion on module. I'm sorry, I set back the rest, and I thought I told you that you need to look at the formatting of other modules, because you have a lot of stuff that that doesn't need to be there, and a few things that do. One point I will tell you about that module is you have the option for the first match to be GM's choice. It shouldn't be. The first game somebody does in a system, the first module, is very, very important to them. Okay, so when you're doing a first module, like I did for Hybrids and Sons of Gods, or D&D's Minds of 5.0's Minds of Fandelver. Sorry, Minds of Fandelver, or close enough. My speech impediment doesn't like that word. It has to be the experience needs to be simple, has to be clear, and the NPCs that you use have to be very fleshed out, because it's going to resonate. It may be somebody's first time ever gaming. So what you really need to do with that module, since it may not be coming across in text, we'll try this here. And this is a suggestion. I'm not writing it. I'm not contracted on this one. This is me trying to help out the goodness of my heart. Simplify it into a single encounter. Explain any wrestling jargon you add to it, and remove core from it, because the term core is only applied when you're going to have expansions, but you have to have this rule set to play. The reason this is the core rule book for Big Stompy Robots, the reason the word core comes in, is you can play the basis of any other faction that has come out around this. If you want to play Big Stompy Robots, you can pick this up and have the game experience. Now, there are expanded versions that will come out later, but they won't be the core book. This is the middle of the Big Stompy Robots universe. When in doubt, everybody goes to core. That's why hybrids, because the original plan for the hybrids game, it's core, because if you want to play in the hybrids universe, there were plans for expansions out of that. So you could get away with having, but you need that. Okay, you don't need anything else to play this game. So even with the module for your wrestling game, it isn't going to be. I don't want to put this. It isn't like, unless you're going to do it as a season thing, which would be a better route. Line up, if you want to do this is your first match, and then at the end talk about how to do a tourney. And then if you want to keep releasing modules, you do, this is the first match module, blah, 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 or, the quest to the first title. Give them something. This is the debut, so it's a little short module. Pick one wrestler that they have a chance, that most people have a chance of beating out of your lineup, kind of middle of the road, probably middle of the road heel. Make it about that match. And then they're in and they're out. Add to the back maybe something about how one sets up the brackets for a wrestling tournament, and you add your scripting and stuff. But keep it simple, keep it concise. You don't want to tell the players in a module what's happening. You don't tell them what they're feeling. You give the world. If the world is presented right, they will feel the way they're supposed to theoretically. And that's where it's really going to go. That's why I'm like, you need to step back and look at it, the format. It's like, I could write a story, right? I can write stories, many stories. If I want to write a story write a comic book script for hybrids, okay? I'd have to format it in comic writing, which is very minimalistic, because much of it, the description is up to the artist, not the author. You handle the dialogue, you have the framework, maybe you choreograph some of the fight, but after that, it's very author, it's very artist heavy. It's a whole different language almost. And writing game modules is the same way. Please look up a gentleman by the name of Professor Dungeon Master. He is on YouTube, and he talks about independent game design. He talks about simple games, because it's always easier to add different rules and different things when your middle of the road is simple. So that's where I'm thinking you need to really distill down. And I forgot, because it's been a while since we worked on something. You are more of an audio learner. You do better hearing it out loud, I think, than seeing it written down. So I think that will serve you much better. Go look at what it takes to write a good module and tweak your formatting. There's a lot of extra stuff that just needs to be pulled away. Keep it, and the core with the premise of your game. If you're going to do a module, you're setting up a campaign. If it's very weird with wrestling, because wrestling is both scripted internally with room for adjustments for injuries and things, and but externally eliminations happen. So it can become very much present it like it's a roguelike game, where if you die, you remember what you happened and you just reset. If you're eliminated, you start your campaign over. That might be a better way to do it. It's just the strength in the game that exists, that was built for you, is that it's plug and play. You can drop any character in, you can grab any of the characters and play with them. It is a toy box with the action figures in it. That's really good. Action figures, set the ring down, bam, bam, bam. Have fun. You want to bring in an action figure tentatively from, say, hybrids, from the other games that can come out attached to the base +2 system, which I need to do my version of now that I've had some contract negotiations and stuff in the background. I feel comfortable doing that. I did not want to do my version of the base +2 system at its root until Luke had a chance to get the hybrid base +2 system out. From there, other things can happen. Now I have a game and a half ahead of that in development, sort of. So that's going to be coming out. But remember, it's about, in your case, the benefit is adaptability. You can take somebody else's wrestling character, put them in, apply wrestling rules, and duke it out. That's where you're going to shine. To get the rules for anything outside of that, like, okay, they want to have a gunfight, they want to do a heist, do a truck battle. That's not in the realm of wrestling where that is really. So you either use a simplified version of the rules and make your best guess, or you go get the actual core of all the rules, being the base +2 system. I hope that clarifies it a bit. If there's interest, and I mean this for everybody, because now we're going to go late. If there is interest in the possibility of me redoing a discussion on game module design, game design in general, world building for games, things like that, let me know. I'd be happy to sit down and do a video series on that if there is interest. But much of that would be in pre-recorded chunks. Not because I don't want you guys' opinions. I love my chat. But because of it needs to be a curriculum. And when you're establishing a curriculum to teach somebody, you have to hit the beats when the person is ready. Now, getting back to my chat, Johnny says, at Kelly Carlisle, I might know a guy. Yeah, Johnny's probably interested, and he's an amazing artist. Well, Don, I got your message. I'll check that out after the show. Thanks for the assistance. Accountability, trying to follow the wisdom given on looking at free sources online, only to find things marked as free, required, paid membership. I hate that. I hate when that happens. Accountability, after praying to the porcelain god Monday, okay, but pretty good yesterday, started catching up on organizing my stuff from QuadCon. Awesome. Glad you're feeling better. Trying to help. Yes. Kelly, what genre art are you looking for? Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for the help. Just send him to my messenger. I believe he was referring to himself, but Kelly Carlisle 5 at Gmail. Cool. He thinks Johnny was talking about himself. He usually does. No, with him. And there's the link for the Elysium trailer. Hey, whomever is most welcome. Johnny, just contact me. There we go. Sure thing, I will. Cool beans. Yes. Yo, Donna. And hey, Nick, if you're interested, please message me when you have time. We'll go over it. I'd love to have you on this. Absolutely. There will be 8 interior pages, 1 2-page spread, and 1 back cover art piece. Artists have up to 2 pages minimum to create, as other artists must have their bases too. Awesome. This is where I'm confused. I simplified the match for multiple players. Future matches will have deeper adventures outside the ring. I talked quite a bit, but let me see. At this point, I'm getting frustrated in simplification. It's not just wrestling. There's a superhero aspect, but the rules for that, the portion of the base +2 system that I designed for you was taking it into the wrestling. That's what you wanted. You wanted the wrestling aspect highlighted. That's it. If you want to use, if people want to do more super heroics, there's already a super heroics expansion, being the hybrids gives you a system of super heroics. Beyond that, what you'll have to do is reference the that system for game balance and for encounter design, because it's very complex to make it. You can, like I said, I have no contract nor money involved with the module. Okay, the system that you sent me a PDF months ago, the system for the wrestling side of it was perfect, and that was a great attractant for a superhero wrestling league scenario. A lot of people would be genuinely interested in that. Beyond that, it's not very easy to do what I do all the time. And you can try to do it. I'm not stopping you in any way, shape, or form. I'm giving you suggestions. But I'm trying to give you the best chance to succeed. Oh, everybody gets paid for their work. If you participate and choose not to take your money, payment will be put back to buy Christmas dinner and presents for a deserving family. Wonderful. Email sent. Hey, small press. It would be pulpish type art, steampunk elements, and retro city styles. I am all about that. Hi, so late. That's okay. We're running late. We got into a delightful conversation with Joe about the game, which I think we've covered it for a while. I think I've said my piece on that, and I really suggest it's just time for you to go do your homework on the research if you want to write your own modules. If not, you need to contract with someone to write them for you. And hey, Damien. Hey, John. Hi, Johnny. Getting the email this evening where we go from there. I appreciate you. And yeah, I love seeing business get done right here. Hi, Dawn. Cat's supposed to be surveilling Donna right now. I'm cat free at the moment, but cat lunchtime is nearing. Of course, small press. If you're interested, you're most welcome to contact. Please, most welcome to participate. Please contact. Charcoal is asleep in my window. Callie is cuddling until she saw that he was not there. Not sure where he went now. Did you hear? I was able to get my new art stuff. Wonderful. That is wonderful news. Omniversal. Damien, we want to see you out there creating and getting things done. Yes, we covered it for the 1, 2, 3 and didn't kick out. Thank you, Johnny. Hey, Damien, and Gratz. Congrats. Very happy for you. My fear is breaking the system with the lore. Full lore would probably seem to do that. I would probably have to limit it to the. And at this point, simplicity isn't the perhaps the right word. It's a matter of scope. Okay, attract people to the what it is. There aren't a lot of superhero wrestling games out there. You have a niche. Get people in with the niche, and then if there's a whole lot more interest, then you worry about expanding. But just if you want to do a module, just write up enough for their initial debut fight, give them a distinct wrestler to fight, and then did they win, did they lose, and you go from there. But yeah, release one, work out the bugs, release the other, then mesh together. Absolutely. Just, and I mean, the other thing is, I don't want to see you put more work in, because there's always the chance. When all this game stuff started, when I was really launching this with, I helped put out 5 games, and a lot of them were before the debacle with Wizards of the Coast in January. And when all that stuff went up, WotC made a huge mistake, and the only way they could really have a chance of covering it was to go Creative Commons with 5e, which means right now everybody and their mother is out trying to make games, because legally it got a whole lot simpler. And with the Orc license coming out from originally started by the guys who do Pathfinder. I lost their that's not Kobold Press. Shoot. Anyway, I lost the company name. Everybody who's ever thought about making a game is trying to. It's sort of like, okay, we kind of went through a steampunk resurrection. Paizo, thank you. And when something hits, or, you know what, zombie movies, okay? Remember the Resident Evil hit and made a lot of money as zombie movies, and suddenly everyone and their mother is trying to make a zombie movie because they're chasing the wave. Well, the problem is, just because there's interest right now does not mean everyone's going to get on, and everybody piling into it makes a flood of low quality stuff. So what's going to happen is a whole bunch of people are going to try to get their toe in. And some will make it, some won't, between a mix of marketing and quality. And that wave is going to break. Unfortunately, I was just ahead of the wave enough with stuff like well, I just had stuff like hybrids. Had hybrids come out when it was supposed to, and things worked about 3 years before, and then it gotten the support, we'd be in a very different position. But because it was put off, things went a little bumpy, and that's okay. Now, let's see. Callie's on the chair behind her. Kelly Carlisle will think about. Thank you, Paizo. A small press, not a problem. If you choose not to participate, appreciate you taking interest. You're an awesome person. Steampunk isn't something I do based on lack of under. Exactly. But there are a lot of people who didn't understand the genre as Bonser could, and tried to make steampunk stuff, and it failed miserably. Because just like, you understand wrestling. Yeah, that's a passion of yours. and you understand comics, and the comic book is laid out in a way to speak language. And I think this is good for everybody to know. When you jump to a different media, because you have to understand, uh, RPGs are a media, just like comic books are a media, just like novels are a media. There are rules to it. There are formatting things that are expected when you open one, and they have changed over time. But there's a homogeny in it's. If you lay it out like this, it's going to read easier. And a lot of these are in place because they have been essentially play tested for decades. How to format a page to make it easy for the game master to read. Whatever you're getting into, uh, understanding the layout and format rules and the style of presentation will really, really help you succeed in that field. And that's why I'm talking about this open and I haven't glazed over it, because there's a real lesson for everyone in the room here. So it's like, okay, BSR. First we do there's art, there's a short story at the beginning, whole bunch of neat lore, then the units, then the playstyle rules, then some quick reference. Most tactics games are laid out like that. A short story to pull you into the world. A lot of RPGs are laid out in that. We build the world, we give you the units that are going to be in the world, and then we go. This will work really well. That works really well for that. You wouldn't use that kind of genre. You don't write a short story at the beginning of a comic book, then build the world, then put the characters out. Here's what the characters are like, and then start talking about what the plot's going to be. That would be insane. So that's what we're dealing with here. Sounds like cat lunch. We're going to have a great day. Bye, Carl and Donna. It's not really steampunk. Steampunk is in the background. We'll be drawing the characters from the stories in action scenes. Okay. I get you. That sounds like a great thing. And if you want to know about steampunk, Bonser made a whole series on steampunk on Radio Retro Future, working on a new series of steampunk archetypes. If you're going to go in any genre, you got to do the background. Let's see. However, I understand and respect your talent, professionalism, and honesty. That's great to see. Yeah, thank you. I agree. Yeah, Kelly's getting restless. Time to feed him. Bye, guys. Have a great day. And what turnaround time do you need? Love steampunk, but I'm juggling a few projects at the time. That's a great question. And normally I would not air this much of stuff this open, but I find when, like I said, when the communications aren't going through, it may be something somebody else is having problems with. And it's a lot like my policy of I show my scars so other people are comfortable. I wear them openly so other people can be comfortable in theirs. We have to have these kind of conversations. And it's okay. This is a great one. Atomic Stories won't come out till May, so you would have 6 months to complete your work and turn it in. That is really cool. I don't like to rush artists. That's appreciated. I just thought how I could strip down what you said, simplified the module, keep the story the same, but only focus single player experience. Yep, keep it. For now, you'll have to do that because, yeah, just put it as a single player module, and that will simplify a lot. That'll make things easier, and I think. Oh, I just got my card game out of mothballs to streamline it and mull it over. Synchronous, yes. You will find synchronicity tends to raise its head quite a bit here. I have occasional flirtations with the high strangeness in one form or another, far more than my love of cute little corn sharks. Good corn shark. Good corn shark. Don't bite the people. Down corn shark. Anyway, Uh, the situation of gaming is really changing, and if you can get into card gaming and design, it might not be a bad time because the giant that is Magic is faltering quite a bit. Dang, you found me off to be adulty. Have a great Wednesday. You too, Dawn. And the sooner the work gets turned, though, the faster payment comes out. Exactly. And I like to knock my stuff out. I've only been delayed on this one because that's other stuff. I have stuff coming down the pipe. Well, guys, I've gone a little over my hour, and we've gone some strange conversations. I give up to 6 months, so if the author gets done in a month, they get paid. Cool. With that, guys, I want you guys to keep creating, keep writing, keep drawing, keep having a great time. I will not be here Friday. I'm taking that whole time, so I have less stress to do the 2-hour show over in New Chicago that we discussed. It's a privilege, and I genuinely want to help you get where you want to go. And the only reason I'm bothering is I want to see you succeed. Because, like I said, it's not a pride thing, and it's not. I'm not. There's no pay exchange on this beyond what we've already done. But I want your project to succeed, and if I can help somebody become not just a good IP creator, but a decent game designer, it makes the gaming world better. And I know that you have a passion for doing it all yourself. You like to be the one-man band. So I want to lean you toward the tools, but it would be insulting if I just did it for you. Because that seems to be how you work, Plus, I don't, part of my policy is I don't do freebies anymore. Those got used up by a couple of other people who did not treat me nearly as well as you did on some things. So, I want to see you succeed, Joe. And this program is about helping authors and artists succeed. So that's what we're going to do. Go out there and succeed. Everyone have a great day. Keep writing, keep creating. Because if you do the work, you don't have to, you never have to worry about it. And you can always edit a blank. You can always edit what you've done, but you can't edit a blank page. I'll talk to you later.